Hakeem Olajuwon is a retired Nigerian-American professional basketball player, widely regarded as one of the greatest centers in NBA history. Known as the Dream, he played in the National Basketball Association (NBA) from 1984 to 2002, primarily as a center for the Houston Rockets and later the Toronto Raptors in his final season. Olajuwon led the Rockets to consecutive NBA championships in 1994 and 1995 and was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2008 and the FIBA Hall of Fame in 2016. He has a net worth of over $300 million, primarily due to his NBA career and his spectacular real estate investments. Born in Lagos, Nigeria, Olajuwon moved to the United States to play college basketball at the University of Houston under Coach Guy Lewis. He made 3 appearances in the NCAA Final Four with the Houston Cougars. Selected first overall in the 1984 NBA Draft, a class renowned for its talent, including players like Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and John Stockton, Olajuwon formed the Twin Towers duo with Ralph Sampson. Together, they led the Rockets to the 1986 NBA Finals, where they fell to the Boston Celtics in 6 games. After Sampson was traded in 1988, Olajuwon became the Rockets franchise player, leading the league in rebounding twice, 1989, 1990, and blocking shots 3 times, 1990, 1991, 1993. Though nearly traded in a contract dispute before the 1992-93 season, Olajuwon stayed with Houston and made history. He became the first non-American NBA All-Star starter, the first to win the NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP in the same season, 1993-94. His dominant performance helped the Rockets win their first NBA title in 1994, where he avenged a college loss to Patrick Ewing's New York Knicks. The following year, Olajuwon led the Rockets to another championship, sweeping the Orlando Magic, led by Shaquille O'Neal, in the NBA Finals. Olajuwon was also part of the U.S. men's basketball team that won the gold medal at the 1996 Olympics. He was named one of the NBA's 50 greatest players in 1996 and honored again as part of the NBA's 75th anniversary team in 2021. At his retirement, Olajuwon held the NBA record for most career blocks, 3,830, and remains one of only 4 players in league history to record a quadruple-double. Early life. Hakeem Olajuwon was born in Lagos, Nigeria, to Salim and Abike Olajuwon, who were working-class Yoruba parents and owners of a cement business. He was the third of 8 children in the family. Olajuwon credits his parents for instilling strong values of hard work, discipline, and respect in him and his siblings, saying, "They taught us to be honest, work hard, respect our elders, and believe in ourselves." He has also expressed frustration with how his childhood in Nigeria is sometimes portrayed as backward, emphasizing that Lagos is a cosmopolitan city with diverse ethnic groups. "I grew up in an environment at schools where there were all different types of people," he noted. As a child, Olajuwon played soccer and was a goalkeeper. This experience helped him develop the footwork, agility, and coordination that would later benefit his basketball career, particularly in his shot-blocking skills. Olajuwon didn't start playing basketball until he was 15, during high school at the Muslim Teachers College in Lagos. He participated in a local tournament and quickly became hooked on the sport. One story from his early basketball days describes a coach asking him to dunk, demonstrating by standing on a chair. When Olajuwon attempted to do the same, he struggled and initially could not dunk without the chair. Despite these early challenges, Olajuwon felt an immediate connection to basketball. He recalled, "Basketball is so unique. As soon as I picked up the game, I realized that this was a life for me. All the other sports just became obsolete." Personal life. Hakeem Olajuwon married Dahlia Safi on August 8, 1996 in Houston, and together they have 4 children. He also has an older daughter, Abai Sola, from a previous relationship with Lita Spencer, whom he met in college. Abai Sola represented the West girls in the McDonald's All-American game and went on to play in the WNBA. Fluent in multiple languages, Olajuwon speaks English, French, Arabic, and Yoruba. He co-authored his autobiography, Living the Dream, with Peter Nauber in 1996. Over his 18-year NBA career, Olajuwon earned over $110 million in salary. Olajuwon also became a notable figure in the endorsement world. After his rookie year, he signed a 5-year deal worth $2.5 million with Etonic Shoes, launching his signature line, the Dream Shoe. Later, He endorsed LA Gear and Spalding's athletic shoe line, which retailed at affordable prices. Olajuwon's decision to work with brands outside of Nike, Reebok, and Adidas was significant, as he felt that high-priced shoes like Nike were out of reach for many families, particularly those of lower income. He explained, "How can a poor working mother with 3 boys buy Nikes or Reeboks that cost $120? She can't. So kids steal these shoes from stores and other kids. Sometimes they kill for them." Higher education. Olajuwon valued education and pursued a degree in physical education at the University of Houston, balancing his athletic and academic commitments during his time there. Muslim faith. In his early college and NBA years, Olajuwon was known for his fiery demeanor, including getting into minor altercations and accumulating technical fouls. However, he became more focused on spirituality and deepened his commitment to Islam. In 1991, he changed the spelling of his name from Hakeem to Hakeem, stating, "I'm not changing the spelling of my name, I'm correcting it." Olajuwon immersed himself in the Quran, reading it daily at home, at the mosque, and even while traveling. He explained, "I didn't dabble in the faith, I gave myself over to it." His devotion to Islam was a significant part of his life, and he continued to observe Ramadan during the NBA season, sometimes playing exceptionally well during the month. In 1995, he was named NBA Player of the Month despite fasting during Ramadan. Post-NBA life. After retiring, Olajuwon remained a beloved figure in Houston, having spent his entire professional career with the city's teams, both in college and the NBA. He has also achieved great success in real estate, with estimated profits surpassing $100 million, and he follows Islamic principles by making cash-only purchases, as paying interest is forbidden in Islam. Olajuwon splits his time between Houston and Jordan, where he moved with his family to pursue further Islamic studies. In 2006, Olajuwon launched his first big man camp, where he teaches young frontcourt players about post-play. Though he has never expressed interest in coaching an NBA team, he is passionate about mentoring younger athletes. Olajuwon believes that a big man who plays with speed and agility will always have a place in the game. "It will always be a big man's game if the big man plays the right way," he stated. Olajuwon runs his camp for free and has mentored numerous NBA players, including Emeka Okafor, Yao Ming, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, and others. He has often been praised for his ability to teach low-post moves, with Kobe Bryant being noted as his most successful student. Olajuwon was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2008, and the Houston Rockets honored him with a sculpture outside the Toyota Center. In 2015, Olajuwon made a special appearance at the NBA Africa Exhibition Game, and in 2016, he was inducted into the FIBA Hall of Fame. Professional career. Houston Rockets, 1984 to 2001. Early years, 1984 to 1987. Olajuwon's first season with the Houston Rockets saw immediate success, as the team's win-loss record improved dramatically from 29 to 53 in 1983 to 84 to 48 to 34 in 1984 to 85. He formed a powerful partnership with the 7 feet 4 inches Ralph Sampson, creating the original NBA Twin Towers duo. In his rookie year, Olajuwon averaged 20.6 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 2.68 blocks per game, finishing as a runner-up to Michael Jordan for the 1985 Rookie of the Year honors. In the 1985 to 86 season, Olajuwon elevated his game, averaging 23.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per game. The Rockets finished 51 to 31 and made it to the Western Conference Finals, where they defeated the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers 4-1. Olajuwon scored 75 points in Games 3 and 4, earning him widespread recognition. However, the Rockets lost the NBA Finals to the Boston Celtics in 6 games, with the Celtics' 1986 team being considered one of the greatest in NBA history. MidCareer Years, 1987 to 1993. After the 1987 to 88 season, the Rockets traded Ralph Sampson, who had struggled with knee injuries, to the Golden State Warriors. The 1988 to 89 season marked Olajuwon's first as the Rockets' clear leader. Under new coach Don Chaney, Olajuwon finished the season with a league-leading 13.5 rebounds per game, while averaging 24.8 points and 3.4 blocks. Despite Olajuwon's exceptional performance in the playoffs, with averages of 37.5 points and 16.8 rebounds per game, the Rockets were eliminated in the first round by the Seattle Supersonics. The 1989-90 season saw Olajuwon continue to dominate individually, winning his second consecutive rebounding title, 14.0 per game, and leading the league in blocks with 4.6 per game. He recorded a quadruple-double, becoming only the third player in NBA history to achieve such a feat. Despite these individual accomplishments, the Rockets finished with a 41-41 record and were eliminated in the playoffs by the Los Angeles Lakers. The following season, Olajuwon's remarkable performance continued, but he missed some games due to an eye injury. Despite averaging a league-leading 3.95 blocks per game, the Rockets were swept by the Lakers in the playoffs. In 1992-93, Olajuwon posted career highs of 26.1 points and 3.5 assists per game. The Rockets finished with a franchise record 55 wins, though they lost in a 7-game series to the Seattle Supersonics in the second round of the playoffs. MVP and championship years, 1993 to 1995. During the 1993 to 94 and 1994 to 95 seasons, Olajuwon firmly established himself as one of the NBA's top centers. He outplayed rivals like Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dennis Rodman, showcasing his skills in the postseason. Olajuwon led the Rockets to the 1994 NBA Finals, where they defeated the New York Knicks in a 7-game series to win the franchise's first NBA championship. Olajuwon was named Finals MVP after his dominant performances, including a clutch shot block against John Starks in the final seconds of Game 6 and a 25-point, 10-rebound showing in Game 7. In 1994, Olajuwon also made NBA history by becoming the only player to win the MVP, championship, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year awards in the same season. In the 1995 season, the Rockets acquired Olajuwon's former University of Houston teammate Clyde Drexler. With Olajuwon averaging 27.8 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks per game, the Rockets captured their second consecutive NBA championship. In the playoffs, Olajuwon outplayed the league MVP, David Robinson, in the Western Conference Finals, averaging 35.3 points and leading the Rockets to a sweep of the Orlando Magic in the NBA Finals. Olajuwon was again named Finals MVP for his dominant performances throughout the series. Post-championship period, 1995 to 2001. The Rockets' 2-year championship streak ended in 1996 when they were eliminated in the second round of the playoffs by the Seattle Supersonics. In the 1996-97 season, Olajuwon played alongside newly acquired Charles Barkley, and the Rockets posted a 57-win season. However, they lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Utah Jazz in 6 games. Over the next few years, Olajuwon's production started to decline, with his scoring dipping in the late 1990s as injuries began to take their toll. Despite making his 12th and final All-NBA selection in 1999, Olajuwon's Rockets continued to struggle in the playoffs. After a loss to the Lakers in the first round of the 1999 playoffs, the team underwent significant changes, including trading Scottie Pippen to the Portland Trail Blazers. Toronto Raptors, 2001 to 2002. In August 2001, after declining a $13 million contract extension from the Rockets, Olajuwon was traded to the Toronto Raptors. In his first game with the Raptors, Olajuwon scored 11 points in just 22 minutes of play. However, his performance in Toronto marked the end of his career, as he averaged a career-low 7.1 points and 6.0 rebounds per game. After battling a back injury, Olajuwon decided to retire in 2002. Upon his retirement, Olajuwon had set the all-time NBA record for total block shots with 3,830. He retired with career averages of 21.8 points, 11.1 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 3.1 blocks in 1,238 games. His number 34 jersey was retired by the Rockets shortly after his departure from the league. National team career. Before moving to the United States, Olajuwon played for Nigeria's junior team in the 1980 All-Africa Games, which led to complications when he initially tried to play for the U.S. national team. FIBA rules prevent players from representing multiple countries in international competitions without a waiting period. Olajuwon became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 1993 and was granted a FIBA exemption to play for the 1996 U.S. Olympic team, known as Dream Team 3. The team won the gold medal in Atlanta, with Olajuwon contributing 5 points and 3.1 rebounds per game while sharing minutes with Shaquille O'Neal and David Robinson. That's it about Olajuwon. Share it with your family and friends if you like the video. Like and comment on the comment section below. Peace.